it going, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Track Haul Quest. This will be part 2 of my white knuckle off-road rock slider install. And the exhaust system's back in the truck. The exhaust heat shields have been notched proper. So I still haven't test fitted this rock slider on the truck. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. And there's nothing else to say, but let's get into it. White Knuckle Off-Road provides all the necessary hardware to mount the rock sliders on your truck. For the passenger side, we will be using 2 U-bolts. They also provide the standard washer, a lockable washer, and a standard nut. For the front mount, they provide you with 4 bolts so you can mount that plate onto the frame. Start off with the very rear mount on the rock slider. We're going to wrap this U-bolt around the frame. Okay guys, so we have our U-bolt installed. Had to kind of wiggle the U-bolt in between the heat shield for your muffler and the frame, but there's plenty of room in there. And once you're in there, you want to make sure that the U-bolt is perpendicular with the mount. And that looks pretty good. We have this loose for now because we're gonna move forward up there, right where that skid plate is, and we're going to install those 4 bolts into the frame rail. Even though they supply with the lock washer, I am still going to apply a little bit of red Loctite just to drop on there. Just a bit. Now we got to find those bolt holes. Oh. Let's see, we gotta loosen up the U-bolt. That's where you want to be. We're going to hold this up like that. We're going to tighten her down now. Alright guys, so we are all buttoned up, and next one to do is this center mount one. There we have it. So the next step to do is to make sure we are level. So let's do that. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is take a measurement from the rocker panel there, and I'm right at roughly about 1 inch from the corner of the slider there, and the back here, we'll just go about right there, and we're about 1 inch. Let's see here. Yeah, that's about 1 inch right there, so we are good. Yeah, these long ratchet wrenches make for quick work. So let's crank it down. So this will be a 19 millimeter nut. A little bit on bottom, a little bit on top. These are pretty tight. There we have it. It's looking good, guys. Yeah, super stoked. The approach angle is going to be very nice. So next step, driver's side. Let's get into it. For the driver's side, 3 U-bolts are included in the kit, as well as all the hardware. They also include 2 of these bolts, and these bolts have 2 spacers on them like this. So the spacer allows you to space out the clip that retains your brake line and your fuel line away from the frame rail to allow for the U-bolt to slide between the lines and the frame rail. We are looking at the driver's side front area. This will be the bolts up front. And this is a 12 millimeter bolt that needs to be pulled off so we can space out the gap between the brake lines and the frame rail. There is no fuel line along this clip here. The fuel line's actually mounted to the body up here. So yeah, let's remove that 12 millimeter bolt. So the next step is we need to pull off this clip that snaps into the frame rail. So we're going to jam a screwdriver in there and see if that pops loose. Yeah, it did, just like that. Okay. Install the spacer between the clip. Like that. Alright, so now we got a nice gap between here. Okay guys, so I ended up positioning the rock slider more or less where it needs to go. And we have our spacer up there, right about there. So this, our first U-joint is going to go about right here. So this is pretty much loose. Undo that clip right there. Let's see, our second mount is back here. So let's see, that clip is loose, and I think this one here is secured. So I believe this is the one we're going to undo right here towards the rear, and there is a bolt right there. So alright, that's the one. While we're at it, since we're up in the front, we're gonna just run one of these U-bolts in here. We're gonna tempt it with our 12mm wrench here. It's a tight fit. It's way up there. Oh my god. That little thing's a pain in the butt. Alright guys, after a whole bunch of swear words, we finally got that freaking damn bolt started. Now we're going to install our U-bolt, and we're going to try to get it lined up back here. Just like that. Okay guys, so we're going to do our last U-bolt. It'll be the center bolt, and we're going to try to get around this strap for the gas tank, and let's see. Maybe I should have done. Gotta loosen this one up. Need more space. Need more room. Let's see here. Loosen this a little bit more. There you go. All right. Washer, lock washer, and you want to make sure you are perpendicular. All right, guys. So we are lined up. I used the inner wheel well as a reference point for both the passenger side and the driver's side, so we are equal on both sides. And we are also measuring about 1 inch between the inner rail and the rocker panel, and that's for both sides. So we have pretty much everything secured. We got all the U-bolts torqued down. We got our lines secured back, zip tied in place. Everything's nice and neat and organized. There's our mid mount, and there is the very one at the end there. And I gotta say, I really like this design, incorporating these U-bolts. It makes for easy installation. That pretty much does it with our white knuckle off-road rock slider installation. So it's a pretty straightforward installation. Anybody can do this. I really do like how they use the U-bolt design and the 4 bolts to mount this on the passenger side. I think it's a great idea. This thing is stout. It's not going anywhere. And for the driver's side, it was 3 U-bolts. Man, piece of cake. Anybody could do this. All you gotta do is make sure you space out your brake lines off the frame rail. But other than that, it was a straight install. I'm super stoked. I really do like the clearance on this 20-degree angle here, so it's gonna be nice. I still have enough area here for me to step on if I do need to step on the rock rail, so we'll see how that goes. But other than that, guys, we are done. Done. Except for one more thing. So finally, my bash plate raw guard for the front area. This is going to secure my transmission cooler up front. This finally came in, so we're going to Raptor line this as well and do the install on that. So I'll probably make a quick video on that. As well, I have another video coming out, which is going to be an exhaust system revamp video on how I pretty much redid my exhaust system. So be on the lookout for that video. That's about it, guys. What can I say? I want to thank you guys for joining me, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.